you guys, and welcome back to another Rockin' Game episode, and today we're doing yet another horror haul. I kind of told you guys that I wasn't going to do another video, and so I labeled this video Horror Haul Oops, because I went out and got stuff for payday, and I sat down and I really thought about it, and I was like, do I want to do another video? And so I really thought about it, and I was like, I could, for the time being. So I went on a tangent with my money and went out to a couple places and got a couple things, and I got really excited. So I ended up, like I said, sitting down and thinking about it, like, should I do another video? I told you guys I wasn't. So I think as long as I'm buying stuff like this, and as long as I'm collecting stuff, I think I am going to do videos, but I'm going to sort of do hauls instead of gameplays. As long as it has something to do with, like, unboxings and, like, things like this, I think I'm going to continue to do these hauls for you guys, but I'm not going to be doing gameplays. So the channel is going to sort of shift to hauls and less towards gameplays until we get our new gaming setup. So I don't want to talk too much about this, because I just want to let you guys know that, yes, I know. I told you guys that I was not going to do another horror haul. I was going to do another haul in general, but ended up debating really hard on myself. Do I want to do this? And so I ended up, telling myself yes. So here we are. This video might not be too long. It might be, let's see, we're already at 2 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and shift on to the haul. We're going to go ahead and speed through this and show you guys what I collected. So first off, I went to the comic book store and picked up, once again, you guys know me, I'm a NECA figure kind of guy. So I went to the comic book store and picked up a few more NECA figures. First one off is Boris Karloff's The Mummy NECA figure. That's the front, that's the side, that's the back, that's the other side, and that is the front. So, really cool action figure. There's the flap, there's the figure. Kind of hard to see, I know I don't got the light shining on it like I usually do, but there is the figure. Pretty cool. Picked that one up. And I'm finally able to add it to my shelf. I finally got a 9 cubic shelf, so I have all of my NECA figures displayed on my shelf. I'm going to get some LED lights and put it in the shelf to sort of showcase my figures, but as my collection grows, I am going to have to take stuff away and add stuff to this shelf, but for the time being, it's there. I'm still collecting. Next up, Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. Really love this movie. It took me a whole 20 years to finally watch this movie. Finally picked it up, double feature on Blu-ray, Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2. So it took me 20 years to finally watch the second one, and oh my gosh, I'm usually not a sequel person, but I think I love the second one a whole lot better than the first one. So there's the flap, and there's the figure. It's a pretty cool looking figure. Comes with a lot of really cool accessories. You've got the Necronomicon, the tape player, the interchangeable Deadite ash head, some hands, some axes, shotgun, and the girlfriend. So, pretty cool figure. Thought I'd go and pick that up since I did enjoy the movie. And, by the way, for those who don't know, another reason that I am stopping, sort of putting everything on hold with my channel is because I am starting a podcast. It's going to consist of me and my girlfriend. I'm trying to push it as much as I can. Me and my girlfriend are going to start a podcast based around horror movies. I mean, we'll talk about some other things throughout the seasons and stuff, but we are going to do horror movie podcasts, so it's going to be pretty fun, and that's one that I'm going to cover on that because it's a horror movie, so gotta cover it. Next up, to finally knock off all of the Friday the 13th, all of the Jason NECA figures in the box sets, not the clothed doll or cloth action figures, to finally knock off all of the Friday the 13th and the Jason boxed NECA figures. Finally picked up Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. My girlfriend finally watched these for the first time, and she was like, I'm not getting into this series. I was like, it's understandable. I feel like this is a series that the more you watch, the more you grow out of it, sort of. I mean, I really like Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th has a major impact on my life. One of the very first few horror movies I grew up with. It's the horror movie that got me and my girlfriend together, and so I mean, it's really fun to watch, and it's a lot of fun to like go back and rewatch every once in a while. But the more you grow up and the more you like watch these movies, you sort of see the cringy moments and the horrible moments. You're sort of like, this series just isn't like it used to be. Because my first time watching these movies, I was like, holy cow, these are awesome. And then I've watched them so many times now that I'm just like, they lose their value. And so yeah, the next one we got is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, to finish up my Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees NECA figure series. So pretty excited for that. I finally can knock all those off and start up a new series. I think next up I'm either going to do some of the short ones. I might do the Freddy Krueger, the Nightmare on Elm Streets next. And then after I do the Nightmare on Elm Streets, I'm going to start on the It Pennywise. So that'll be pretty fun. Because the Pennywise NECA figures, there's like so many. There's like GameStop exclusive, there's the etched one, there's like the multiple ones. So that'll be pretty fun. And then I got to get, since I'm getting the Pennywise ones, I've also got to go back to the 1989 Pennywise and the Tim Curry Pennywise. And I've got to get those. So that'll be a blast from the past. Alright, so after we got done at the comic book store, we went over to my local FYE. And a lot of people don't know that FYE is still around. A lot of people think that it's gone, but no, there's still some FYEs out there. But we went into FYE, and I picked up a couple of gems. It's been forever since I watched this movie, and I know it's sort of, well, it's not sort of, it is a classic. But I went ahead and picked up my own copy and a steelbook copy of the Gremlins. So rewatched this one yesterday, and kind of forgot how funny and goofy and just really over the top that this movie is. But all in all, really phenomenal movie. Once again, I'll cover it on the horror podcast when it starts up. Kind of excited to cover this one because once again, this one's fun. This one will probably be based around Christmas time, since it is based around Christmas time. So I think this will be like a December podcast. So keep an eye out. By the way, more information on that will be released as we go. So far, we are going to strictly do Spotify only, and then eventually it's going to evolve into video format. So first off Spotify, and then it'll evolve into video format. So on the back, if you did not realize, it does say, "Don't get wet, keep away from bright light, and never feed after midnight." So that's kind of cool that it has the 3 major rules on there, and we all know what happens if you get them wet and you feed them after midnight. So pretty cool. Next up we got is, I'm trying to figure out where to put this because I've got like a whole bunch of stuff going on. Next up is also one that I've seen so many times, and it never loses its value. It's phenomenal. The Masters of Terror and the Macabre, or however you say that, it's a mouthful. George A. Romero and Stephen King, everybody knows by that, is the original Creepshow. I do own this one on Blu-ray, actually. I don't remember if it is the Scream Factory or not, the interchangeable cover, but I do own this one on Blu-ray already, but this is also Scream Factory. I thought I'd pick it up, and you will see here in a minute why I picked this bad boy up is because this one comes with the booklet. So I'm going to open this up really quick. I should probably do a separate video on this, but we're gonna open it up. After finding out that Scream Factory has the interchangeable covers, I've been trying so hard to collect the Scream Factory versions of these movies because I think it's so cool that you can sort of decide, do I want to have the original cover or do I want to have the Scream Factory cover? So I think it's really cool that they did that with these. So I picked this one up because this is the Scream Factory. It is the interchangeable cover, and I might do a separate video on this one, but it's the Scream Factory, so it's interchangeable. The front and the back is the same as the slip, but it also comes with this booklet, which is really cool. It's got a lot of information based on the this movie, so pretty cool. Father's Day, I want my cake. So pretty cool. It's got a lot of information. It's got pictures like behind the scenes and stuff. So pretty cool that I finally can add that to my awesome horror collection of a movie and a booklet. So sort of like a deluxe edition version of that movie. So kind of cool. Later on, whenever we start the podcast or either on the channel, whenever I do my more horror hauls, I might end up doing that as a giveaway in a box because I've seen a lot of podcasts, I've seen a lot of people that do horror hauls that do giveaways. So I think later on in the future, instead of going ahead and taking that to like my local bookstore and trading it in for credit, I think I'm going to hang on to that other version of Creepshow, and I think I'm going to do that in a giveaway. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and all that good jazz. Try to help me get some subscribers, because if we can at least reach 100 by the end of this year, I might start doing mystery boxes if that's what you guys want, sort of giveaway sort of things. So who knows? Next up is another one, or not another one, but one that I have not seen at all, and I'm kind of jumping on at the age of 20, is the collector's edition of The Fog. So I've never seen this. I'm really excited to jump into it. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. Apparently it's like a classic. But I'm kind of excited to jump into this one. I've seen a lot of videos and heard a lot of things about it, so I think it'd be pretty fun to jump on into that. And also, this is another Scream Factory, so it does have the interchangeable cover. So, and if you guys want to see me do like a whole like Scream, because I mean I have a couple of Scream Factories. I have Silent Night, Deadly Night, and I have My Bloody Valentine, and a couple of others. So if you guys want to see me do like a separate video of showcasing all of the Scream Factories that I have and the interchangeable covers, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do like a separate video showcasing the different covers. So, last but not least, from my local FYE, those who know me know that I am a die-hard Crow fan. I have the special edition of the graphic novel, the original graphic novel. I have the softcover deluxe edition version. I have all of the Crow movies. None beat Brandon Lee's though. Rest in peace. Die-hard Crow fan. I have majority of the floppies, which those who don't know is like the thin comics. I have a big mass majority of the floppies. I have the, like I said, I have this soft cover, which I'm going to try to invert to hardcover eventually. I have the soft cover of the deluxe edition of the original, and so I mean I'm a die-hard Crow fan, and so whenever I saw this for $50, I just had to buy it. So I know you cannot see it, and I know you won't be able to hear me, but I will do a separate video on this. It is the Crow Rooftop PVC diorama. So it's the Rooftop. This is from Gallery Diorama. So can't really Hold on, we're going to move the microphone, which is going to be super duper loud. Alright, and then we're going to try to scoot that over to the left so I can showcase this. Because this thing deserves to be showcased. It is phenomenal. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. $50 new. I could not pass this up. So, that's what it looks like. So, really cool. I usually don't unbox things, but I feel like this would be super duper beautiful on my bookshelf unboxed. So, I think in the next couple of days I'm gonna debate really hard if I want to unbox this and put it on the top of my bookcase. But if not, it's gonna stay in the box. But if I do, I'm gonna take it out, and as much as it's gonna hurt, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna try to showcase this. So there's that. Once again, The Crow has been one of those things, and I don't want to get into too big of a tangent, but The Crow has been one of those movies and comics that have really stuck with me. And a lot of people's like, you're 20 years old, and like, you were born in the 2000s, you're young, you don't understand. Actually, I do. And I think it surprises a lot of people, because I'm like, have you ever seen that movie with Brandon Lee, The Crow? And a lot of people's like, what? Even older people are like, what are you talking about? And so it does not have a lot of fan base. It deserves so much credit, and it deserves so much fan base. And you have people out here that's like, horror movie this and horror movie that, and this is the best horror movie and this is the worst horror movie. And then you have comic book fans that are like, this is the best comic, this is the worst comic. And like Marvel movies and the Marvel Cinematic Universe and DCEU and the DC Universe and the movies and the anime movies. None of those compare to The Crow. If you've never seen The Crow, Brandon Lee, don't watch any of the other ones. If you've never seen the Brandon Lee Crow movie, God, you are missing out. If you call yourself a diehard comic book fan or a horror movie fan and you've never seen Brandon Lee's The Crow, you're missing out. I mean, you just phenomenal movie, phenomenal artwork in a gothic dystopian society. It's just beautiful, just a beautiful film. Soundtrack is amazing. My wonderful girlfriend, she knows how diehard of a Crow fan I am, and she found the original soundtrack on CD. So I'm a diehard Crow fan, and whenever she came up to me with that, I was like, you should have saw my face. I was like, holy shit. So diehard Crow fan. So once again, when I saw that, I had to have it. And once again, if you've never seen The Crow, even if you're not a comic book or horror movie fan, go check it out. It's worth the watch. It's a great movie. It's an amazing movie, and I highly recommend you guys go check it out. So, and once again, if you haven't, what are you doing? But anyhow, to sort of move away from FYE, went to GameStop and I have a lot of debates with myself. Usually ask my girlfriend, like, what do you think I should do? And she usually tells me, and sometimes it's the answer I'm looking for, sometimes it's not. But I gotta love my girlfriend, because she supports me in a lot of the decisions I make whenever I buy all of this stuff that you see. So a huge shout out to her. But went to GameStop. I was running low on money, and I was like, I've been eyeballing this game for a while now, and I was like, do I really want to pay that $80 price tag for the deluxe edition of this game? And eventually she looked at me and said, you've been eyeballing it, go ahead and get it. So I went ahead and picked up $80, the deluxe edition of Dying Light 2, Stay Human. So this is great, really love it. I've not finished the first one. I know a lot of people is going to be like, well, you didn't finish the first one, why did you buy the second one? Why did you buy the deluxe edition of the second one? Because it's deluxe edition. So, $80, I thought it wasn't bad. I'm going to try to finish the first one by the end of this week, and then I'm going to jump onto this one and see how it is. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it looks really good in the trailer, so we're going to jump into this. But it does come with a steelbook case, which is amazing. You can't really tell, but he's zombified. That's the side. And then the back is amazing. It's got the zombie. I can't remember what zombie this is, but phenomenal case. And then it also does come with some bonus content, additional content. some new stories that'll come out over time, a legendary skins pack, a digital art book, digital comic book, digital soundtrack, wallpapers, and weapon charms. So I kind of wish they did the physical on the comic and the physical on the soundtrack and stuff, kind of like The Witcher 3. But they do have the digital soundtrack and the digital art book and the digital comic book in this. So $80. That was pricey, but I figured I'd go ahead and get it since I've been eyeballing it so much. So last but not least, went to one of my bookstores and picked up a couple movies that me and my girlfriend have been eyeballing. First one being The Return of the Living Dead. I've been eyeballing this movie for quite some time, and actually, whenever I went to FYE, I picked it up, I had it in my hand, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get it. It was a Scream Factory, so it was the interchangeable cover, but I ended up putting it back down, and it was like $30-something. Went back, but I went to my local bookstore, and they had, I guess you could call it like the comic book cover of it. So I was like, you know what, $8, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. So $8, The Return of the Living Dead. I'm going to watch this, see how it is, and hopefully it'll be good. But that's the back. I'm covering the barcode because it has the name and everything. Because those who know me know that I'm very strictly against giving away my location. So it sort of giveaways my location. So, but there's that. My girlfriend has been wanting to watch this for some odd reason. She's been wanting to watch this one, and it is one that a lot of people in the horror community recommend. Some people hate it, so I figured, you know what, it's hated, it's loved, I'll go ahead and pick it up. So went ahead and picked up It Follows on Blu-ray, and it sounds like it's out of the case. Alright, it is not. I thought it was out of the case. Something's broke in it, so I'll probably have to change the case. And then last but not least is one that I've been trying to find the first one of. I found the second one on Blu-ray, and I've seen the second one, but I've not seen the first one, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick up See No Evil 1 on DVD. I'm going to try to find this on Blu-ray, but it was very hard just to find it on DVD, so I figured I'd go and pick it up. Well, there you go. $5. So, went and picked it up. Last but not least is a gem. I know this thing came out in like 2008, I think it was. It was either 2008 or 2018 or 2017, one of those three dates. So, it's pretty recent. It's not like the older ones. But I walked in and they had it up on the shelf, and he was like, the guy that was at the register was like, is there anything I can help you find behind the register, because it's more of like the more expensive items. And he was like, is there anything that I can help you behind the desk? And I was like, yeah, can I take a look at that? And he gave it to me, and I looked at it, and we had a whole discussion about it. I have never, in my 20 years of collecting comics, I have never purchased a Tales from the Crypt comic book. And so whenever I found this, I was like, you know what, I'm going to start off strong. I'm going to go ahead and get Tales from the Crypt issue 6, I think it is. I'm trying to find it. Nope, that's just the whatchamacallit. What number is it? Oh, this is Tales from the Crypt number 1. Oh yeah, it says right there. Number 1, Ghouls Gone Wrong. So, picked it up, Tales from the Crypt, number 1. Really excited to read this one. I've always wanted to have a Tales from the Crypt comic book, and so the fact that I was able to jump on that craze is freaking awesome. So, picked it up. I'm going to try to collect some of the other ones and some of like the older ones. I know it's going to be pricey, but I'm going to try to pick up some of the older ones because I kind of want to jump into that Tales from the Crypt craze. I loved Creepshow, as you can tell from the one I got from FYE, but you know, I kind of like the old school like Creepshow and Tales from the Crypt and all of those. So I'm gonna try to jump into Tales from the Crypt. I know they had like the TV series, so I'm gonna try to get those and watch those. I'm gonna try to read the comics, but I'm gonna jump on that craze, and who knows, maybe I'll enjoy it, maybe I'll hate it. But Who knows? So that is it for that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, smash that like button. It really does help out a lot. Something else that helps out a lot with the channel, if you guys subscribe, share with your friends, family, your enemies, your frenemies, your co-workers, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, whoever has a YouTube or whoever can operate a phone properly. Share the channel, get it out there. Subscribe if you haven't already, and also comment your favorite item, as always, out of this haul. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about all these items and which one you guys like the most. And also comment if you guys do enjoy these videos, the haul videos, because it's kind of fun going out and purchasing these things and then being able to showcase them on the channel. So I'm really hoping to take it a little bit farther. I do have a GoPro. I have the GoPro Hero 8 I got from graduation. So I'm thinking about doing like going out and taking you guys on the journey with me and taking you guys to the stores and sort of doing like a vlog, like a blog, and showing you guys like where I go and what I do while I'm out collecting this stuff. Because yeah, I bring it home and I show you guys, but you know, I think it'd be kind of cool to take you guys on the journey with me. That way you guys can be like, hey, that thing is expensive, buy it, or hey, that thing will be worth more in the future, buy it. So I'm thinking about taking my GoPro 8 in the future and going out and taking you guys with me. So that'll be kind of cool. It'll be kind of fun. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.